Hello and welcome to Headbangers Kitchen live from Brighton in the UK, my friends. How are you all doing? Good to see you all. It's been a while, my friends. I hope you have missed me. Oh, well, if you didn't, no problemo. So, we're just going to wait for people to start to tune in. Meanwhile, I'm sipping some black coffee. It's a rather cute little mug. Little Miss Scatterbrain. Little Miss Scatterbrain was just a bit forgetful. You can say that again. Little Miss Scatterbrain was just a little bit forgetful. Hello, Ashish Ratula. What's up? Welcome to Headbangers Kitchen live on Instagram. Yes, I haven't been live on Instagram in a very long time, and here I am today. Now, if you have not been following me on other social media that I am on, you're probably not aware that I am actually not in India right now. I am in sunny Brighton. Well, actually, it's a bit gloomy here in Brighton. Uh, if you can look outside the window, you can't right now. But yes, so I'm in Brighton right now. I'm at a friend's house, Anu and John, who just got married. So I was here for their wedding and a slightly extended holiday. And I'm obviously off keto right now, as some of you know. Don't get a shock, guys. Yes, I'm off keto. Oh my god. And I am actually getting a bit fat because I'm eating a lot of food here. But nonetheless, the whole idea was that, I come online today and I cook something, and I'm going to cook some keto stuff. Thank you all for the very kind words. Lovely to have you here. And yeah, so let me show you a little bit. Brighton. It's a lovely day here. Well, it's nice and cold in Brighton, and I enjoy the cold. So, because yeah, it's so hot in India. But yeah, so today I am going to be doing some cooking. Cooking, yes, we're going to be cooking here in Brighton, and I'm going to be making some beef. So, yeah, so much to talk to you guys about. I'm just like bursting with information. All right. So here's the fun thing. My friend Anu, who's out right now with her husband, they're going to come back soon. She has a slow cooker. So she has a slow cooker, which I've been dying to try. And I am in the land of beef. Yeah. Now, if you live in India, you know the problems we have with beef, and I'm not going to get into that. But if you buy beef in India, you know that you don't get all the lovely cuts. We just get very limited options. So here in Brighton, I've got some lovely British beef. This is diced for braising, and it says here, reared with care by farmers who share our values. So British beef for braising, yeah, that's one packet. It's about 400 grams. Yeah. Yeah, beef. Let's open it up. Somebody is going to ruin this live stream, and he already has. He said, I am a Hindu. Sahil Makhija is a Hindu. How can I eat beef? I'm going to try not to lose my shit because you guys know how I feel about religion. Very simple. I'm a human being. I have no religion. I don't believe in God. No God will tell you what to eat and what not to eat. God is a man-made concept. Yeah. Whatever religion taught you about certain animals, it had a purpose when it was probably conceived the idea. Also in Hinduism, only Brahmins don't eat cow. Everybody else eats cow. Anyway, before I get angry and slice something, British beef. So lovely stewing beef. Can smell the Gau Mata on it. Not because it's a UK Mata, not a Indian cow. Anyway, I also got some other slow cooking cuts. Yeah. So I got a lovely British ox cheek. So this is beautiful. It's the cheek part, because I don't believe in wasting any part of the animal. I love using these cuts. They are so good to cook, and it's sometimes the cheapest cuts are the tastiest. So this is just a lovely big piece of ox cheek. Look at that. Beautiful. And then I've got a short rib. Like, this is huge. This is the cow rib. Like, and it's got a lot of meat on it, and it's got a bone. It's so awesome. So I'm just going to take up the... Yes, look at that. Look at the size of it. That's the meat on top. This is the meat, and this is the bone below it. So I'm going to cut this open. Go Mata. Ooh, there's a little bit of blood in there, so I'm just going to drain it. Sorry, I'm draining the blood. Or in the words of Slayer, raining blood from lacerated sky. Alright, so I'm just going to get the plastic off. Yeah. Perfect. I mean, you can't see it, but you don't need to see that part. Cutting the plastic. Hello, 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 everybody. Alright, so now comes the important part. Time to cook, guys. So the recipe I'm following is really, really simple. And because I'm using the slow cooker, it's literally put everything in the slow cooker and cook it for 8 hours or 4 hours on high. And the meat will be tender. So I don't know how to show you this. Let's see. Okay, sorry, it's not blood, it's myoglobin. Sorry, I stand corrected. So you can see the beef here. Can you see all the beautiful beef? Let's see if we can get you closer. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to season the stewing meat with some salt. Yeah. Just get nice salt in there. And some pepper. And I'm going to get a spoon and just kind of mix it up. All right. Okay. Now you can see here. Here's the stove. I'm going to turn on the stove. Get a nice high heat, because it's time to fry the beef. Yeah, so the only thing we're actually going to cook on the stove is we're just going to fry the beef, and we're going to put it in to the slow cooker, and then it's just going to cook low and slow for like 8 hours, and it's going to be tender and melt in the mouth. And I'm going to use some avocado oil for frying. This costs an arm and a leg in India, as you guys know. Yes, you can have mutton curry on Keto Mandy. I've got about 6 or 7 mutton recipes. You can check them out. So some olive oil in, some avocado oil in. Oh, look at that beautiful avocado oil. And let's also get some butter in, man. Keto. Now, I'm not on keto, but my friend Anu is on keto. So she's going to love this stew. Keto Yorkies. They're my British friends. Let's get a knife for the butter. And I love Anu's house design. It's so awesome. Yeah, so let's get some lovely English butter. Put it in the pan as well. You know, butter just adds to the flavor. Just added the butter, guys. So yeah, if you guys have not been keeping in touch with the channel, even though I've been gone from India since the first week of August, I uploaded 3 new recipes. One was Keto Coq au vin, which is a chicken cooked in red wine. And then I uploaded the Keto Double Down, which is 2 breasts of fried chicken with a chicken and bacon burger in between, and cheese and more bacon, and yummy. And I also uploaded a white tandoori chicken recipe. So if you haven't seen all 3 videos, please do go to the channel or my website www.headbangerskitchen.com and check it out. Alright, so right now I'm in Brighton. It's about 11 p.m., 11 a.m. here in the morning, and the pan is nice and hot. You hear the sizzle? Alright, let's give you guys first person. Alright, what I wanted to say is, very quickly, I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yes, tell me in the comments which country you are watching me from, and meanwhile let me show you me pan frying the beef. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do this while I cook and film at the same time. So just take some of the beef, add it to the pan, spread it out. You want to get some nice color on the beef. Oh yes, it must be pretty late in Australia. Must be like 1 in the morning or something. I don't know. Look at that, lovely beef. Make sure the heat is all the way up, because you don't want the beef to stew. I mean, you are going to stew the beef, but you want it to be nice and caramelized. Oopsie daisy. Look at that, lovely beef. I mean, this is going to break down in that slow cooker and it's just going to melt in your mouth. Yep, just salt and pepper, nothing fancy. Oh yeah. Oh baby, look at that. I wish you guys had smell or vision. I'm just visiting Brighton. I'm not relocating. Alright, so while that beef is frying, no, you don't need to wash the beef. I don't understand why people wash meat most of the time anyway. You don't really need to wash it. Unless you bought it from a, from like a butcher you're not comfortable with. So, just, get some nice color on that beef. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm just flipping the beef, guys. Actually, let me find a way to show you guys what I'm doing. Hold on, huh? This is all for you. Yeah, see the beef? Look at the color on this piece. Look at that color. Oh yeah. I'm going to get some nice color on the beef. Remember guys, color equals flavor. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Good color on the beef. I would love to come to the USA. So I'm making a beef stew similar to the beef bourguignon, but not exactly. I'm using this amazing, check this out. I'm using this amazing short rib. Yeah, so that's the rib bone and that's all the meat with the fat. And here is ox cheek. So ox cheek, short rib and stewing beef. All three combined with a little bit of tomato sauce, some wine and some onion and some garlic and some herbs, and we are going to get an amazing beef stew. Can you see the brown liquid? That's all flavor, my friends, all flavor. Look at that. So so beautiful. Oh, just keep turning that beef. I mean, look, you can see it's stewing a bit. So we want to keep the heat up high. You know, get as much flavor as we can. Yummy. So yeah, let's talk while that's happening. Whoops. I should totally hire a cameraman. Some lovely black coffee. And they've got a killer coffee machine. I'm going to probably have to make another cup. Yeah, the beef is getting some nice color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually pour out the entire beef that's there. Hello.
You want a cameraman?
No. Oh, look who's back. Say hello to Anu. Anu is the one whose house I'm in.
I can be the cameraman.
You can be anything you want. So, let me introduce you to Anuradha Narayan, one of my closest friends. And we were here for her wedding, so she just got married.
Yay.
Where's your husband?
He's
hiding?
We were both watching you upstairs.
Oh, okay. They were watching me
But
upstairs.
then when you said you need to hire a cameraman, I said, okay, well, I'll come.
So while the beef is browning, wait. Anu, show us what you made, no?
Oh.
So Anu is on keto currently and she just made this incredible... Wait. Let me change the camera angle. No, Anu, you can...
Oh,
look at this. That is...
You probably have to look at it from the side.
Look at it from the side. Look at that delicious keto dessert that Anu has made. So Anu, where did you make this from?
It was Maria Mind and Body Health something, but it's a peanut butter chocolate
Cheesecake.
pie.
Oh,
No,
pie.
it's pie. This
It's
is
a
no
pie.
cream cheese. It's
Ooh.
mascarpone cheese.
All right.
So it's coconut flour, almond flour, sweetener in the base with butter, baked, and the shell, the filling is mascarpone, peanut butter, sweetener, and whipping cream.
Now, doesn't that look awesome? So, you know what? Maybe Headbangers Kitchen can do a version of this pie. Pie, right?
Pie.
Yes.
Pie.
When I go back and somebody said Anu looks like Einstein without a mustache.
Thanks, that's really sweet.
People are so kind on the internet.
I know.
What would
they
we do
really are
without
lovely.
them? Okay, actually, Anu, you can, if you
Yes,
do
yes.
have 2 minutes to film me.
Yes.
Okay, so Anu is going to fill me, not burning the beef. So all the beef now has some color on it. Look at that. Yummy. And yeah, this looks good to go. So I'm going to put it into the slow cooker straight away. And that's how you operate the slow cooker, right, Anu?
Yes.
You just literally put everything
Yep.
in and it cooks itself.
Yep.
Alright, so make sure you just don't spill anything. Alright, we got the pan. Now, there's still enough oil in that, I think. So I'm going to season the short rib now, Anu. if you
Yep.
want.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you
Yes,
can
yes,
see
yes,
that.
yes, yes.
So I'm seasoning one side of the short rib with salt. Good amount of salt. We'll probably add more pepper in later. And just gonna take that. Whoa, that's huge. Oh man, look at the size of that rib. Oh, it's 2 ribs. Oh, silly me. Oh. Okay, I'm trying not to get my hands dirty, so add that in. And put the other one in as well. Oh, yeah. I'll try and get rid of the blood-stained packages meanwhile. They don't need to see that. Right, so, alright, let me get back to, yeah, so you can see the rib up close. Look at the size of those ribs, man. Look how beautiful it looks. Woo! Let's see if there are any questions that I can answer. What kind of sweetener did you use, Anu? They're asking for
Erythritol
the
and stevia. Erythritol and stevia.
erythritol and stevia. Alright, so if anyone has any questions while the short rib is, are we getting the recipe for that too? Not today. Anu will leave a comment later
Yes,
with the link to the recipe she used, and I will of course make my own version of it. Wow, so many people online. Thank you all for joining in the live stream. I'm extremely happy to see you all here. Hopefully you are all happy to see me here as well. Ha ha ha. Favorite British metal bands: Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. I mean, De Profundis, my good friends. Alright, the ribs are burning, or something is burning, or smells like it could be burning. Oops. There it goes. Oh no, it just smells like beef. Nervous laughter. Oh no, no, it's lovely. Caramelized. I'm just gonna add a little more oil, I think, to the pan. Whatever little is left. I'm gonna season the rest of the ribs. Because you need to season the meat well. Okay, so while these ribs are frying, and I have the help from Anu, I am actually going to season the ox cheek as well now. Now look at that, there's 2 pieces of ox cheek, I think. Oh no. Oh. Okay, I need to learn how to use these tongs properly. Is it one whole piece?
You can make it wider, you know.
Oh no, no.
Oh, okay.
It is literally one whole piece. Oh nice. Sweet. The cheek of the ox. There. So while that beef is cooking, I actually have to put on the exhaust, no? So in the UK they have these chimneys that suck up all this whatever. Okay, time to season the ox cheek. Salt on this as well. One side. Put some pepper on this. Cracked black pepper. Then I will flip it over. Now before I season this side, I need to turn the ribs once again. Ooh man. Wow. So you just want to get color on the ribs, yeah? Get some good color on the meat. Let them cook. We'll season this now. More salt. And some pepper. Excellent. And I'm actually going to now, I think the ribs have enough color on them. Oh yeah, look at that color. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna take this, put it in the slow cooker, sit it on top nicely. Same with, oh, this is so heavy. Giant ribs. Oh, damn, that's a lot of beef. Okay, there we go. 2 pieces of ribs in the slow cooker. Now to add the cheek. Oh, I think it's like a kilo. There you go. Throw the plastic away. Yep. Make sure. Now while that's happening, I'm going to quickly chop 1 onion. Very roughly. Which is your sharpest knife on it?
I just sharpened them all. Yeah, try that one.
This one?
Yeah.
I'm not used to such huge onions. In India, the onions are like way smaller. So yeah, just gonna. Do you like pieces of anu or do you prefer like slices?
Either.
Okay. I think slices will be easier for me right now. In like a live stream situation. Should have actually cut the onion before. But not to fear, not to fear. Struggling to peel the onion a little bit. Seriously. I know why I do all my prep beforehand, so I'm not struggling like this on camera.
Just take the first layer off.
Yeah, I know I'm doing that. It's just, yay, done with half an onion. Meanwhile, time to turn the ox cheek. Oh, look at that caramelization. Look at that brown caramelization on the crust. Time to peel the second half of the onion. Done. Oh, I can hear like popping and snapping in the pan. So, almost done peeling the onion. What an achievement, guys. I managed to peel a whole onion in the UK in less than 5 minutes. So thankfully the cheek is taking some time. Check on it once more. Live cooking is very stressful, my friends. Oh, not even started to. Okay, now it will work. Excellent. Alright, time to chop my onion now. I'll actually do it in, I'll throw this first. I have a clean cutting board. Anu will just show you a picture of the cheek food porn, as we call it. Just look at that cheek cook. Look at the color on that cheek. With any noteworthy comments, you can always tell me. Let's say hello to your wife, please. Sure, when she comes out of the shower. Is there another idiot talking about Hindus eating beef? Oh my God. Why won't they leave me alone? Please go away. This is a British cow. She is not your mother. Okay? Ooh, look at that color. Awesome. So turning the heat down a little bit now. I'm going to just get all the juices out of the pan. And this guy goes in on top here. Is that too full, Anu?
No, it'll reduce.
Okay. So I'm actually turning the heat off because I want to chop the onions now. Right, let's chop the onions. No, I was saying your mother is not a cow. Not your mother. Hey, guess who's joining us? My wife. Dipti. Everyone wants to meet you. Dipti says no, she rejects your invitation, guys and girls. I roughly chopped onion. I don't know what I'm doing. Just roughly chopping the onion. There we go. We got our onion roughly chopped. Now, into the pan. Let's get back to the pan. Dipti, come and say hi. Everyone wants to see you. Let's get the pan up.
She's gone.
She's right here. Get a nice knob of butter in there because we are keto. Oh yeah. Nice knob of butter in the pan. And let's put some, whatever little bit of this avocado oil might be left. Sorry Anu, I used up all the avocado.
No.
Dipti, come and say hi. Right. And into this pan, as the butter starts to brown, in go the onions. And of course, like with everything we do, give the onions a little bit of seasoning with some salt. And I'm going to actually put some paprika on the onions. Hey folks, I'm back and I got disconnected, but I basically put onions in the pan with some paprika and cayenne pepper, and I'm just giving it all a good mix. Anu?
Yep.
That wooden spoon. So I'm just going to fry the onions now. Oh, and you can smell it, heavenly smells. The onions will start to soften and cook. And while that's happening, I'm going to get some garlic prep. There you guys go. So I'm going to just cut off the edge and the garlic just peels out of it, right out of it. And what I'm going to do is ooh, paprika and cayenne. The kitchen smell. Ooh, that is some hardcore stuff. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave the garlic cloves whole because they will soften up in the slow cooking over 8 hours any which way. But I will smash them so they release their flavor, like all those garlicky flavors. Right, flavors then. Right. I'm really bad at feeding this. I suck.
Do you want me to do it?
Which is not a bad idea, if you don't mind.
No, no.
I will, meanwhile, I will show people my wife. Yeah. Meanwhile, we are gonna. Where did Dipti go? Dipti, did you run up? I'm coming up, Dipti. Oh, she shut the door as well. Damn it.
Hi.
Say hello, everyone saying hi to you.
Hi guys. Sahil is snooping on me.
Okay, so you know my wife is here. And it's going to show you Anu's lovely, beautiful house while she helps me and peels the. Look at that lovely beach. Look at the clean streets. And can you hear that, guys? Especially Indians on my thing who are listening. Fellow Indians, can you hear that? No, seriously, tell me. Fellow Indians, can you hear it? You know what that is, my friends? The sound of silence when nobody is honking on the street. Look, listen, nobody honks. Can you believe it? Look, no one is honking. How amazing is that? Silence. Look, they're patiently waiting to turn in while others leave. Oh my God. And guys, you see that thing over there? That's called a zebra crossing. So here when you walk on the zebra crossing, the cars actually stop for you. It's amazing. Imagine doing that in India. We'd get run over immediately. Alright, so as you can see, the Anu's also coughing because of the paprika and the cayenne. So let's get back to stirring the onions and looking. It looks beautiful here. Beautiful, man. Sorry, Anu. You can cough loudly, no problem.
It's good. Oh God, it's me.
It's your face. It's okay.
Swap,
Yeah.
swap, swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check this out. So the onions look lovely. They're getting dark and colorful. Perfect. Now at this time, I'm going to take the garlic, which Anu has so kindly peeled for me.
Yeah, those are twins.
Oh, twin garlic.
They're twin garlic.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm just cutting it in.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is taking the knife and squash into the pan. Squash into the pan. Come on, say it with me. Squash. Oops. Into the pan. Squash. Squash a little more.
Into the pan.
Trust me, into the pan. Squash into the pan. Alright, back to stirring. Now you can see that the onions are getting dark. It's going to be a nice dark and rich stew, my friends. Stew. So I'm actually going to add a little more butter to this. A lot of butter here. The butter is good, especially on keto. Oh yes. Butter. I'm also going to throw in some herbs now. That's fresh thyme and fresh oregano from Anu's herb garden. Oh, actually, wait, actually, yeah. Doesn't matter. Oh, the fragrance has already hit me. The butter with the herbs. Just let it cook. Alright, so while that's cooking, Anu, we're going to go see a herb garden.
Okay.
So, I'll show you. Anu has a little herb garden. Look, Anu's herb garden. So she's got some stuff here. This is the thyme that she picked up for me. What is this, Anu?
Mint.
Mint. Oh, that's mint.
Yes.
Here is oregano or oregano, whichever way you say it. And that's some basil that's dying a little bit, but it's all right. And that's some chives there. Yeah?
Yep.
Some rosemary
Yep.
and parsley.
Parsley.
All right, so for those asking, I am currently in Brighton in the UK. I'm here on holiday at my friend Anu's house. And I'm cooking up some beef. So I used 3 different cuts of beef, stewing meat, short ribs, and ox cheek. And now I'm just frying some onions, garlic, herbs, and now I'm going to deglaze this with some wine. All right, Anu, if you would be so kind. So, we've got some red wine here, Pinot Noir. Lovely. Just let the alcohol cook off. Perfect. And here I've got some tomato puree from last night. We made pizzas. Ooh.
It's a bit full. Yeah.
I'm going to just drop that in here. And of course, always rinse it with water. Put the lid back on. Shake, 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 shake. Lovely. Lovely. So,
Smells amazing.
smells really good, yeah. You've got a good stir. So you just want to incorporate everything here because it's all going to go into the slow cooker and cook low and slow for a long period of time. So while this is stewing away, I'm going to use 2 stock cubes now. And I don't know if any of you use this brand OXO, but I find it doesn't dissolve very well in general unless you crumble it. But Anu has assured me her slow cooker will dissolve this cube. So I'm going to put it in whole into the slow cooker. Yeah. Just put it in. Put 2 stock cubes because that's a lot of meat. That's easily like what, 1.5 kilos, I think.
Yep.
In total. And it should feed all 4 of us and then some, I think. Because if you're keto, you can eat it with keto bread or keto rice or keto naan even.
Or just plain.
Or just plain as a stew. Oh, we forgot the mushrooms. Oops, can I put the mushrooms directly in?
Yes.
That's okay.
Yep.
Right? So, I'm going to do that because I forgot the mushrooms. How silly of me. Yeah. Hey, Dipti's back. Let's catch up. Hey, Dipti. She just washed her hair. Say hello to my beautiful wife who has the most pretty smile on the planet.
Hi guys.
Look at that smile. Wouldn't you marry that smile? I would. I married the smile.
That's what you married.
Yes. So we're going into Anu's fridge now. Oh, by the way, guys, I also got some bone marrow. This stuff is pure gold. Look at that. Fatty and delicious. Yum, yum, yum. And there's also a lot of other cool stuff in the fridge, but I'm not going to show it to you. Because, I don't know. What am I looking for?
Okay.
Mushrooms. Do these need to be washed?
Yeah.
Okay. Anu is being an absolute gem of a person, as she always is. And she is washing the mushrooms for me. And then the mushrooms will go into the slow cooker. Hi, Dipti. As will this sauce that I have on that's reducing.
Ooh. What is this?
This is the ox cheek, beef short rib, and stewing meat below.
Is it cooked?
No, it's not fully cooked. As in, it's just seared on the outside. I mean, if you pick a little bit, you can taste it. It just tastes like salty beef. Very salty beef. But that's because there's a lot of meat and it's all going to fall off the bone. But look at that. That looks amazing.
Should I just start throwing mushrooms in?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
as I
So I'm going to turn the stove off now.
Is that my
And
sauce?
Anu is throwing, yes, your
Yes.
sauce.
That's all fine.
So Anu's throwing in these chestnut mushrooms, I believe. Yeah, look at that. I mean, how beautiful is that? Now I know why people in India worship the cow. It looks so delicious. Here is my Gau Mata. Oh, look at that piece of meat. That's what she said. Dun-dun. More mushrooms going in.
Some of this I have to chop off.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, won't the mushrooms make the stew extra watery? Not really. I mean, we anyway want a liquidy stew, and after it's fully cooked, we can always reduce the sauce. So you can remove all the meat and the mushrooms, and on the stove top you can pour out the sauce and then reduce it, and you will have a perfect stew. Or you can use xanthan gum, and that will make the stew thick. If you are not on keto, of course you can just use a flour. And is that the last or no?
No, there's a...
Ooh, more mushrooms. Yum, yum,
Not
yum.
much, but I'm just watching.
Okay, so meanwhile I'm just gonna pour in this sauce now. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. Come on, come on, come on.
Last bit.
Yes. Watch out for she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man eater. I hope Google doesn't catch the copyright on that song, but anyway. So I have a question, Anu.
Yes.
Since I've never used a slow cooker before, by the way, if you're looking, the camera is here. Somewhere here.
Doesn't matter.
That's the camera. So what I want to ask you is, does the liquid reduce at all in the slow cooker?
Not much.
Not much?
Yeah.
So whatever I put in is pretty much the level it will stay?
Yeah, and there'll be water coming out of the meat also.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, you don't need to add any water at all.
Okay, so
This
I
is
will...
more than enough.
I'm not going to add any more water to that. Like somebody said, the mushrooms will probably release water. The meat will release water. And so I think we're good to go then. My friends, it has come to an end. At least the cooking part. So one last look for you. Now this is going to go into the slow... Yeah, Anu's is going to sort it out because she knows how the slow cooker operates. Leveling it out. Yeah, so cool. So no water, nothing. Not even rinse this pan out a little bit to get all that.
You can.
Okay, we can do that. We'll do that off camera. But yeah, that goes into the slow cooker now for 8 hours or 4 hours on high, I believe. And I'm going to actually stay on the live stream with you now for 8 hours, guys. And after 8 hours, hopefully that'll be over. Look, everyone's giving me this horrified look in the house. Like, what's wrong with you, Sahil? No, so I'm lying. I'm going to come back in 8 hours though and show you that beef stew because you deserve it. You are all special and you deserve to see that stew. Yeah, I know, 8 hours. So go get a good night's sleep and come back in 8 hours. Either way, I will definitely post up pictures on my Instagram. If you don't follow Headbangers Kitchen on Instagram yet, you should. We are at Headbangers Kitchen on Instagram. But meanwhile, let me show you this brilliant coffee machine that Anu has because I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. And even though I'm not on keto, I'm still drinking my coffee with stevia. 1 drop though. So yeah, look at this beautiful coffee machine. It's got beans here. Ooh, look, beans. And you can also use powdered coffee from this place here. So I'm just going to make myself a cup of coffee. So I'm going in for a extra long coffee with extra strong taste. 2 of them, which will fill up my mug. And then the beans will be ground. Wait for it. Can you believe that? It ground beans. Woo. And now it's going to give me coffee.
I think most people know about routine work, right?
Yes, they do. So the reason I'm not using a pressure cooker is because I want to use the slow cooker and see what it's all about. I am off keto only for my vacation, my dear friends. Yeah, so 1 drop of stevia as the coffee brews. There you go. So for all of you who keep asking me what stevia do I use, this is the brand. It's called Stevias. Premium Stevia Sweetener. Look at that beautiful coffee. I mean, I never thought I'd be calling coffee beautiful, but it is. Beautiful coffee. Look at the froth.
So that might, you should ideally
Ooh, yum.
not put it on a plate, but
Okay. It's a full cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's not flat. It's not flat.
Yep. Excellent. So I've got my coffee now. Yeah, so somebody was asking about me being off keto, on keto. So here's the thing, guys. I'm going to go back to keto the moment I land in Mumbai. Because I'll be honest, I went off keto because I came to the UK for a holiday to eat with the sole purpose. Well, actually, I came here for Anu's wedding. But,
that's nice.
but,
Thanks.
but, and I came for a gig with my band. But after these two important events, the third thing in the list was eating and getting fat. Literally. So I have become fat. I have definitely put on 3 to 4 kilos of something. I don't know whether it's water weight or whether it's fat, but yeah. So that's what happened. So yes, I got a little bit of weight on me, and yeah. So when I get back to India, the first thing I'm going to do is get back on keto because I need to lose all the weight. So I have a quick question for you guys. Since I've been off keto for so long and I'm planning to go back onto keto, would you like to see a daily vlog? Oh, sorry about that. For the first day of my eating, or for the first week of me eating on keto. I've done these day of eating videos before. I thought maybe you would find something interesting, if I do it. So I could do it, because otherwise I just do stories on Instagram. Oh, lovely coffee. Ooh, the girls are cutting cake. Or pie, actually. Look at that. I showed you this before. This is the beautiful dessert that Anu made. It is a...
Peanut butter chocolate pie.
Yes, peanut butter chocolate pie. And they are cutting it so that we can take fancy photographs of it. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, I digress. I will get back to chit-chatting with you all. All right, how long have I been off keto? So now the whole purpose of the remaining 15-20 minutes that I will stay on this live stream is to answer your questions, if you have any, and also fix my face. But no, it's burning out a little bit. All right, please do a video to replace French fries on a keto diet. So I've already done a video for fried okra. That is the best substitute for French fries on keto. Fried okra, deep fried bhindi, as we call it in India. All right. I wish that is keto and in front of me. That is actually keto. How long have I been off keto? I've been off keto since the 6th, well, actually since the 1st of August. So it's been a month almost, and it will be a month by the time I get back to India. So yeah, it's a long time off keto. Greetings from Mexico. I have high expectations for this recipe. You're scaring me, man. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'm so glad that you're all here. It's really, really, really lovely to see you all.
Have you missed them?
Have you missed them? Yes, of course I have missed them. That's why I'm here, no? Why would I do a live stream if I didn't miss you guys? I'd just sit and enjoy my vacation, right? Thank you, Georgia T. I'm very glad you enjoy the recipes. How long will it take me to get back into ketosis? I think 4 or 5 days tops. Because see, the thing is, I could do a 24-hour fast, and I could do some serious exercise and get back into keto faster. But the chances of me fasting for 24 hours, it's a little... I'm not optimistic about it. Oh, does it look lovely? Right. The DSLR cameras, all Camera. The camera is also here. Hey, how can I be a master chef like you? Tips, please. So here's the truth, man. I'm not a master chef. Whatever you see is simply because I have a passion for cooking, and I'm constantly. Actually, I should go up. I can leave you all in peace. Yeah. Is the bed? Is the bedroom? No, no. I'll go up. No. That's the beauty of this house. There's so many rooms. I can wander around anywhere. So I'm going upstairs. So I'll get back to your question about being a master chef. So anyway, I'm not a master chef. The thing is, I love cooking, yeah, and I love eating, and it's honestly, I cook every single day, and when you cook every single day, and you work at something, you are bound to find success if you are working hard enough. So let me just actually pinpoint some action things to you. Can you hear that? That's a seagull. Those things don't let you sleep here in Brighton. They sound like Satan's demons. Or actually, they sound like Jesus' demons, but yeah. Okay, so I'm here. I can talk. Okay. First, let me say thank you to Lady Frankenstein 83. Thank you for the money you have sent. It will definitely go towards something good and important for the channel. Really appreciate it. Now, tips to be master chef. First, you gotta learn what good food is. So you have to develop your palate, which means if you walk into a McDonald's and you think a McDonald's burger is a great burger, you got a problem. Yeah. And I'll be honest, for the longest time, I thought Burger King was amazing. And McDonald's outside India, where they gave you beef burgers, was amazing. And I'll be honest, I've had to eat those burgers recently because I've been on tour with a band, and at 1:30 in the morning, the 24-hour McDonald's is the only thing that's open. And sometimes in life, a really shitty burger can also hit the spot. But that's not the definition of good food. So develop your palate to understand what good food is, to realize what is tasty food. So develop that. Cook every single day. Yeah. Practice, practice, practice. It's the same with music, it's the same with cooking. Every single day I cook all my meals. I watch at least 10 cooking videos every day, keto or non-keto. It's just to get an idea for what I can try, learn what flavors work, feed other people, and feed people who will give you critical feedback. Like in my house, if I cook something bad, my parents will be like, dude, this is awful. They will never hold back and say, oh beta bahut acha hai, because they don't talk like that anyway. But they would say, Sahil, I like this, but the salt is a little too much. Sahil, I like this, but you could have done this better. Sahil, I like this, but the meat is too tough. So I get very critical feedback from my parents, and it's very important to me to grow as a chef. Even Dipti is always critical of my cooking. She will constantly say if something is not right. So that makes you work harder and improve on the food. Like that Kerala beef which I made, I must have made it about 20 times in the past, so that like I reached a point where I know what it's supposed to be. And even then Dipti will be like, that's not right. That's my food. That's my food of my people. So that's one thing. Now let's see some of the other questions that came in. Seagulls don't taste nice. Yep, they do not taste nice. All right. Have you ever thought about taking your show internationally, visiting different countries? I'm on YouTube. The entire world is watching. Can it get more international than that? It can't. All right. Yes. Do you meal prep for the week on keto? Sadly, because I run a cooking show called Headbangers Kitchen, I don't get to eat the same food twice. Most of my week is spent developing new recipes and trying to get better recipes for you guys. So I can't meal prep because I have to try new dishes, and then I'm the only person on my in my house who's on keto. So it's going to be a problem. Too much food, and when 4 people live in a house and you have a small freezer, I can't just keep freezing everything. Alright, so there's a discussion here about onions. Guys, I have made a video about what food you can and cannot eat on keto. It's in my Keto 101 series. Go and watch that. You can eat onions on keto. Yes, you can eat red onions, white onions, green onions, blue onions, purple onions, whatever onions you want. Just know how many carbs are there in 100 grams and use accordingly in your recipes. That's it. It's that simple, guys. Maybe if you're just starting keto and you don't want to count your macros, you can completely skip onions because it makes it easier for you to manage your carbs. However, if you're doing keto for long term, you don't want to count your macros every day. You can eat one onion in a day. It's not going to do anything. You know, a balanced diet across the board is what works, even on keto. So a good rule of thumb is 100 grams of onions and 100 grams of tomato in a day are perfectly cool. Go with that. Hello from Montana to Sherry Davis. Indian beef versus beef there. Don't be brief. Honestly, the biggest thing is the fat content. Indian beef has no fat and it's tough as nails. But beef here, you get different cuts. You get very rich, beefy taste in it. And the thing is, even Indian beef is very flavorful. Don't get me wrong. But unless you've got a tenderloin, the beef texture is not as nice because the cows in India, or sorry, the water buffalo in India, is a working animal. So the animal is born, brought up on the farm, it's made to work on the farm, so it's built like biceps of steel. In the UK, the cows are reared for the purpose of meat, so therefore they are not exercised, they are not as like muscular, and they are tender, more tender. That is the difference, I feel. Right. Brenda Smiley says, no Sahil, but you're missing out on all the hugs. Damn it, virtual hugs will just never cut it. What do you do following a cheat day? I try to fast for at least 20 hours if possible, and I try to exercise like a beast. Lady Frankenstein says, I love metal, especially melodic death metal, and I'm on keto and I love your channel. I'm absolutely delighted to hear that. I love melodic death metal. Hopefully you've had a chance to listen to some of my music. If you haven't, check out my channel, youtube.com/demonstealer. That's where I upload all my music videos. Christine Walker says, you're fabulous. Thank you so much for your uploads. Love you loads. Learned so much about keto. Thank you so much. Namaste. I don't know why I do that. I never say namaste in my life ever. Nehal, no. Don't be mean to the water buffaloes. Nehal says, most of the water buffalo here in India eat trash and pretty much nothing else. That's actually very untrue, my friend. In fact, let me put this out there. It is our sacred Hindu cow that is eating trash. Water buffaloes in India do not eat trash. Water buffaloes actually eat proper food on the farm, because if you have a water buffalo, the chance of you getting slaughtered for owning one is very less. Cows, on the other hand, are left on their own to rot and die because they are so revered, nobody wants to go near them. The only cows that you see in India are either on the road, which should be in a temple, right, worshipped by the Gau Rakshaks, or should be taken care of by the Gau Rakshaks. But instead, they are on the road eating trash. And yeah, that's the hypocrisy at the highest level, my friends. Hypocrisy, I tell you. But I digress. So water buffaloes actually are properly reared and taken care of. They're used for milk, they're used for farming, and they probably live a better life than a cow, who should be living the life of a king. But the cow is just an excuse, my friends, to kill people. It's a shame. How my country is regressing is shocking. But I digress. We're a cooking channel, right? Let's talk keto. Carbs equal fat, LOL. No, that's the stupidest thing I've heard, guys. Let me be honest, guys. I'm a keto advocate through and through, and I would definitely, encourage you to explore keto. But let's be honest, carbs do not make you fat on their own. It's overeating that makes you fat. It's putting a beef patty in a bun with 6 layers of cheese and double meat and tons of mayo that makes you fat. Indians, Asian people have eaten rice for centuries and not gotten fat. So let's not get let's not get into the and that's one thing I don't like about this what's happening with keto now. This is becoming like we're becoming like the vegans, you know, like, oh, my way or the highway. No, let's learn to love each other. You know what? If you are not on keto, that's okay. You know, you can eat carbs and not be fat. You know, you can eat keto and be healthy. You can be vegan and healthy. You can be carnivore and healthy. Every human being is designed differently, and every diet will not work for the same person. Everyone has to find the way of eating that works for them. You know, a great question finally, so I don't get into this like, whatever I'm doing right now. Right. Favorite cooking channels on YouTube. I absolutely love Eater. It's not really a cooking channel, but I love discovering stuff through Eater. I love Chef John from foodwishes.com with Irish stew. You are the boss of your own sauce. Chef John from foodwishes.com. Love the man. I'd love to meet him someday. Oh, sorry, Stephen. I missed the LOL at the end of your comment. My apologies. But there is a message I wanted to send out any which way. And as always, enjoy. Yeah, so Chef John, Gordon Ramsay. I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay videos, All said and done, apart from his, it's fucking raw. Raw. The meat is raw. It's stone cold. Gordon Ramsay can cook his ass off. So anyway, point being, that's a bird. What kind of bird makes a noise like that? That's a bird. Seagulls. Seagulls are, seagulls are the devil. Not really. They're the god. I saw a movie yesterday. World War Z. Zombies and all. Yep, seagulls, and they make the noise at the weirdest time, like 3 a.m. What bird is awake at 3 a.m.? Why is a bird awake at 3 a.m.? Like, it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's a great movie. It was a good movie, though I must say Brad Pitt was a bit like Samuel L. Jackson from what is that? Unbreakable. No, sorry, he's more like Bruce Willis from Unbreakable. Just no matter what happens to him, he's alive. Anyway, so you guys doing good? This is one of the longest live streams I've done, and I'm happy to sit and answer any more questions you guys have about anything. I'm just taking a little relaxation, having my black coffee with a drop of stevia. It's nice to see you guys after a long time, and I have to come back in 8 hours to show you the beef, right? So you're going to be seeing a lot of me today, twice in one day. For some of you, it'll be another day, but you will see me in 8 hours because I have to show you that beef, guys. It's very important. And I'm actually down to the end of my vacation. So I'm here today and I'm here tomorrow in Brighton. Then I go to London for 2 days and then I am back to India. Any good substitutes for onion? I'm on low food map diet, so no onion or garlic. Nope, just don't eat onion or garlic and enjoy your life without it. I don't understand this I don't eat onion and garlic business. It's just stupid. Did you get the keto flu when you started keto? Yes, I get it almost every time. But mine is not so much a physical thing as it is a mental thing. So I just power through it, man. I will be in London, for 2 days. But no, I didn't travel much this time. Okay, Jebby Jacob says how to heal constipation in keto. So I would like to say one thing though. Don't assume you are constipated, first of all. because the lack of poo or the lack of taking a dump does not equal to constipation. So if you are used to going to the bathroom every morning and suddenly you find yourself going every 2 days, that doesn't mean you're constipated. That's just keto. However, if you are genuinely constipated, as somebody said, taking fiber powder or any kind of fiber supplement will help. I guess worst case scenario, a suppository, like, so fiber powder, eat lots of lettuce, roughage. That's just how I've never had, the problem. I mean, just like, I could be done if you want me to be done. How do you keep your electrolytes up? So I buy low sodium salt, which helps me with potassium, and I eat lots of spinach and lots of regular salt. What happened, Dipti? Are we going out?
We need to, but also we need your phone.
Okay. All right, guys. So it's time for me to bounce. I will see you in 8 hours, guys, with the beef. And thank you all for tuning in. It's been wonderful catching up with all of you. And I will see you on the next episode. Actually, no, I'll see you in 8 hours. Bye, guys. Have a great day, everyone. See you in 8 hours. Now, how do I end this? End live stream.